As you can see, is this crooked? This looks so crooked. Anyways, as you can see from the YouTube, I do not want premium. I'm not paying for that. As you can see by the Giannis clips behind me, it happened, guys. It finally happened. Giannis was traded. He went to the Heat. I think we all. I mean, I don't know. I really felt like the Heat was going to happen until today. Today, I thought the Celtics were going to actually get him. If you don't know me, I got a Bruins hat on right now, but I swear I'm a big Celtics guy. I'm so happy. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I did not want Giannis. Is that crazy? Is that a crazy thing for me to say? Is that I did not want Giannis on my team? A top 5 player in the NBA. I did not want him on my team. I was happy to see that he wasn't traded to my team. I was on the phone with my dad today, and I said, Brad Stevens about to ruin my whole week trading for Giannis. Let me explain. Now, oh, hold on. No free ads around here. Um, but as I was saying, I was on the phone with my dad. I was like, I don't want Giannis. I broke it down like this. I also was just arguing with one of my friends because he was like, you should be frightened that you didn't get Giannis. Frightened, dude. I'm about to do 50 cartwheels in the parking lot, and it's nothing on Giannis. Giannis is an all-time player. He's a top 5 player in the NBA right now, in the world right now. I'm not going to debate that. I'm not going to argue that he's not. What I am going to tell you is the package of Jaylen Brown, 2 picks, and Hugo Gonzalez is not something I want to give up for Giannis. It's just not. And this is why. I have two things. I have a couple. I have more than two. I have a couple of things. One, I'm never going to let Hugo Gonzalez be in the way of getting a top 5 player. But that's not the role player I would have chose. I really would have tried to keep him. Additionally speaking, I would not let a late first round pick get in the way of bringing in a top 5 player. But I just feel like it was a lot. Am I tripping? Is that not a lot? I just feel like that's a lot. And for Giannis especially, I'm low key so worn. I'm so glad this is over because I'm so worn out talking about Giannis and oh he could go here, he could go here, he can do that. I'm so happy this is over because I'm so sick of talking about this. But I just have no interest in a guy that for the last 4 seasons has been injured in the playoffs. Who is how old is Giannis? 32, something like that. 32 years old. He's up next season for a contract extension, and you cannot not give him the most money possible. You would be insane not to hand Giannis whatever check he wanted, especially after you trade whatever assets you had to trade to bring him in. So I'm looking at a guy who you're going to next year have to sign to probably a 5 year extension that's going to start at $71 million. Not end, start at $71 million, who by the end of this contract is going to be 37 and probably making damn near $90 million. I'm just not interested in that. I'm not interested. I don't have a guarantee that Giannis is going to be healthy in the playoffs. No free ads. I don't have a guarantee that Giannis is going to be healthy in the playoffs. I don't have a guarantee for that. And as much as JB has been, I'm sorry, some motorcycles just went by, but as much as JB has been annoying me in the playoffs, we have so much love for you in the city, JB. But man, can you dribble with your damn left hand, please? I'm getting sick of it every year. I'm sick of watching him not be able to dribble with his left hand. And as much as that has been annoying me, at least I know Jaylen Brown is going to be there in the playoffs. I know he's going to be there. Do I anticipate that he's going to have a 50-point game in the NBA Finals? No, but he'll be in the NBA Finals. He'll be active. I can't say the same for Giannis at this point in his career. Additionally, there was a lot of stuff like I know the Heat in this trade They bring in Bobby Portis, and there was a lot of like, oh, you could get an extra guy. The Celtics can't afford that. I don't know who thought that the Celtics could also bring in $20 million of Kyle Kuzma or $24 million of Miles Turner or $15 million of Bobby Portis. We really don't have the money for that. And I don't want to jump into the second apron all over again. You just told me I couldn't have damn near the greatest team of all time because of the second apron. And I said, that's okay. But then you're going to tell me that I'm going to get in the second apron for Kyle Kuzma? What? No disrespect to Kuz. Kuz is a great player. I would love to have Kuz on my team, but for $20 million, I don't want him. I don't want to be in the second apron or knocking on the door of that thing for Kyle Kuzma. Tell me I got to move off of Derek White for someone making $10 million because we brought in Kyle Kuzma, because we brought in Miles Turner. I'm good. No, thank you. So I'm happy, and I'm also, as much as I hate Miami, this sounds awful because pretty much everything I've dropped recently has been celebrating cities that I don't like. I don't like New York. I don't like Miami. Miami, terrible city. I'm just gonna say that straight up, terrible city. Um, I'm happy for you guys though because damn, you finally did it. It was scary. It felt like every time there's a big name, anything. I was gonna say free agent, but just anything. Since Jimmy Butler, it has been, ooh, Miami could get them. Ooh, Miami, nothing, 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 nothing. Bradley Beal, nothing. Dame, nothing. Kevin Durant, twice, nothing. James Harden, nothing. You keep getting brought up in these conversations. You keep falling short. And finally, you did it. Finally, you did it. What did it cost you? All you've got. Damn near your entire rotation, but you brought him in. This team, I saw the blue. I thought it was an ad. This team is a weird team. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how I feel about the construction. You probably have Davion Mitchell as your point guard next season, assuming you bring Norman Powell back, especially now that Hero's gone. You got Andrew Wiggins at the three. So far, okay. Then you bring Giannis and Bam. I just don't know how that fits together. But it's Giannis. You're gonna figure it out. Who cares? Who cares? You're gonna figure it out. I'm excited for that Heat team. Hopefully, we never have to see those Heat culture uniforms ever again, and those can, die, and Giannis can be put into an actual nice looking uniform. But I'm excited for the Heat. I think it's nice that the Bucks finally got over this. There was no way they could drag this past the NBA draft. Like that would be a huge mistake. I'm glad they finally they finally did it. I really was worried for a little bit that they were going to just keep dragging this out, dragging this out. I'm interested to see what they end up doing if there's going to be more teams involved. I think there very well could be. I think there probably should be. The Bucks, I don't believe, have their pick next year. I think Atlanta has it. Atlanta or New Orleans has it, and I think we're in that point with the NBA where we just had that new draft lottery system. I'm telling you right now, one of these Heat picks are going to be good. It's not going to be this year's. It's not going to be next year's. But once we get down that line where we're like, okay, now we're at 36-year-old Giannis, who as good as he is going to age like milk in Phoenix, Arizona. He's going to age like Russ. He's going to age like Russ, and not that Westbrook's a bad player right now, but would you give Westbrook $70 million? No, I wouldn't. Right now, no. Um, he's going to age poorly, and the Heat are still going to be just enough because it's the Miami Heat to stay relevant, and that's perfect. That's perfect for this new draft lottery. So the Bucks, I'm really seeing this. You're getting a top 10 pick later down the line, from Miami. Who knows what happens with your picks? Kasparis, I'm very high on. I think he's going to be an amazing guard. I don't think he's going to be a superstar by any means. Definitely not at the level that Giannis was, but you're definitely happy to bring him in. What do you do with Hero? If I was them, I would ship him off by tonight. Try to see if you can get any more value out of that. You get Jaime Jaquez, who's what's like 24, 23, and he was just in six man of the year debates. Like, gotta be excited. I don't think his ceiling is very high, but that's a good low floor player that you're going to be able to have for a while. And then you got Khalil Ware, whose ceiling is super high. I think you got to be really excited about the package you came out with. I'm just happy he's not on the Celtics. And that's no disrespect to Giannis. I don't want this to sound like I think Giannis is a bad player or that I don't think a team with Jason Tatum and Giannis is a better team than Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. It is. It's objectively a better team. Giannis and Jason Tatum is a better team than Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. It's really hard to convince yourself otherwise, but I just don't want to do it. I simply don't. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I'm happy I didn't have to do it. Um, Good luck to Miami. I'm sure we will see you in the playoffs. Good luck to Milwaukee. I'm glad you finally sucked it up and just traded him. There were so many rumors going around. There was so much stuff. I'm so glad it's over. I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of every day opening my phone and seeing 7 Giannis things. They're all contradictory and they're just nonsense. It's just nonsense. I hear there was the report that Giannis wants to be in Milwaukee but not a Buck. What does that mean? People were photoshopping him in Brewers jerseys. Like, what does the blue again? Like, what is it? What does it mean? What what is that? You want to be in Milwaukee but not with the Bucks? That's you, you what? And then they're asking for an unreasonable package, which it's kind of their like best guy possibly in franchise history, depending on where you put Kareem and Big O. Like they're gonna ask for everything. They got as much as they could. They got as much as they could. Let's see if Tyler Hero gets rerouted. He might have gone to a different team right now. He could be on the Hawks for all I know right now. He could be on the Rockets, the Trailblazers, like all these teams. I think are going to be calling about Hero. I don't think you're going to get a crazy package for Hero like you would if you reroute Jaylen Brown. I feel like that's pretty obvious. I really didn't need to state that, but I'm excited. I'm excited to see what happens. Um, Thank God. Thank God. That's all I have to say. Thank God.